Welcome to BodyBags. I'm your Thursday reviewer, Chris, from Crispy Movies. You know my name is Chris, and by God, you know I love B-movies. Now the review I'm going to do today is of a film that I don't own. I didn't really have a desire to buy this film, or see it in theaters. I thought the preview looked okay, but usually for me, movies that go to theaters are just plain old CGI fest with no substance, not scary enough for me, not inventive enough for me, not innovative enough for me, so I just avoid them at all costs. There are some exceptions like Midsommar, which I had to get, which really intrigued me, and movies like The Joker, obviously it's a character study, so I love films like this. I saw this film that it was on Hulu, and the wife's like, oh, let's just watch it on a Saturday night, just have a Saturday night, watch it. So I'm like, okay. I decided to give it a shot, and boy, did I love this film. Wow, I didn't expect to love it as much as I did, but yeah, this film is very, very good, and I may actually buy it at some point in time. That's how good this film is. It's a film from 2019. It's The Curse of La Llorona, directed by Michael Chavez. And like I said, I really enjoyed this film. This film had intrigue, it had good CGI, it had good jump scares, it had a very scary killer spirit, evil spirit, and it flowed so well. It had intrigue, suspense. It was a great, great film, and I didn't expect it to be as great as it was, so it's a good welcome surprise for me when a film is able to do that, you know? And of course, you gotta suspend your disbelief in this film, obviously. So if you don't know what the La Llorona is, because I had no clue going into it, it goes back way back in time with this beautiful Hispanic lady, probably one of the most beautiful Hispanic ladies that has ever lived, as legend has it. She gets married to this millionaire, and they fall madly in love, and they have a wonderful life together. Then they had 2 kids, and they have a wonderful family, and she's just having a time of her life. Has the most wonderful family, and has 2 wonderful, beautiful kids, and is just enjoying life tremendously. And then, something bad happens, obviously. She finds her husband cheating on her with a younger woman. And so she just loses her mind because her whole life has been all for naught, basically. And so she gets vengeful because she's so hurt. And she's so vengeful that she murders her 2 kids by drowning them in order to get back at him. That's how vengeful she is. Willing to kill her children. And so she does, because they were his kids and he cheated on me, so I want no part of them. But after she drowns them, she gets this guilt about her, and she just sits there crying and crying and crying. And then she decides to end it herself, so she drowns herself. And she dies as well, killing his entire family in the process. So many years later, into the future, the here and now, Linda Cardellini, played by Anna, is a social worker. And she's on this case with this mother who she feels is neglectful to her kids and abusive to her kids. And so she hears that those kids did not go to school. So she ran over to the house, knocked on the door, and nobody would answer. And then she finally had a cop with her. Well, she had a cop with her. And so they kind of knocked down the door, and this lady was there. And she said, do not touch my kids. Do not let them out of the closet. She will get them. She will get them. She will get them. So she's like, whoa, what's going on? So she goes into the closet, opens the closet, and there's like candles everywhere. And there's this dust and woods, like this dust on the floor, and like a lot of wood on the floor as well, like wood chips on the floor. And she really doesn't know what's going on. So she opens the door and she sees the kids all scared, saying, no, don't take me. She'll get us. She'll get us. So she thinks that the mother has put something in their heads that's really not real. So she basically takes kids, and when she goes to take the kids out of the closet, she knows that they have marks and burns on their arms. So she feels like anybody would feel at that moment that the mother is abusing them, and the mother is basically being abusive. So she takes the kids away and leaves the mother where she's at. And she puts the kid in a little boarding house until they can find a placement for the two kids, because she feels that, like anyone would feel in today's day and age, that if there's marks on the kid's body, kids are locked in a closet and there's candles all around, you figure the mother has mental health issues and she is abusing them. So that's what you think. It's almost like there's proof, but it's not really proof. So she takes kids and puts them in the boarding house for the day, and then she takes off, and when she goes to check them in the morning, they're completely missing. But we know what happens to them, because the kids hear the crying, they go towards the crying, and all of a sudden, they get kidnapped by the LLarona, who comes back and gets the two kids. See, the deal with LLarona is that to get the replacement for her kids, she must take two kids and drown them and take their souls with them. And when she does that, she will have a replacement for her kids in the netherworld. So come to find out, the kids were dead and got drowned, and they think it's the mother. So they arrest the mother. And when Anna goes to visit the mother in jail to find out why she did what she did, the mother's like, I did not do anything. She got them. The LLarona got them. I told you not to take them out of the closet, and you did, and now you killed them. So now I'm going to put a curse on your kids. And she was able to put a curse on her two kids, Anna's two kids. So now the LLarona is after Anna's kids. Raphael, played by Raymond Cruz, is this naturalist holy man, and he's deemed the only one by many priests around the area that can get rid of the LLarona, because he's had a lot of experience with the LLarona. So Anna uses him to try to protect her kids and try to curse away the LLarona, because the LLarona is going after her kids now. And Anna was like, oh, maybe we should move. And he's like, no, the LLarona will follow you wherever you go, because they want to take the souls of the two kids. And so, well, does the LLarona get the two kids, get their souls, and take them to the netherworld? Or does Raphael save the world? You have to find out by watching The Curse of the LLarona. It's on Hulu, and I highly recommend you checking it out. It's a great, great, great film. A lot of suspense, intrigue, good CGI, good suspenseful film. Raphael, played by Raymond Cruz, again, has more of the comedic tones, you know? He comes up with the good one-liners. Kind of like Zelda Rubinstein did in Poltergeist movies. Carol Ann. Kind of like comical in that vein. But yeah, the film flows very well, very suspenseful, thrilling, and you kind of, at some point, think that LLarona is going to be successful in getting the kids. But again, she might very well get them, or she might not. You have to find out by checking out this film. It's an excellent film. I highly recommend you checking it out. You can buy it on Blu-ray, 4K, or like I did, I watched it on Hulu. So check it out. Really great film. I get a solid 95 out of 100. I think the film is utterly fantastic. It surprises the hell out of me. Good acting all around. Linda Cardellini is obviously really good, and then Raymond Cruz was fantastic, and Samantha was played by Jamie Lynn Kinchin. She was good. LLarona was played by Marisol Ramirez, and she was great in her role. So yeah, the film is pretty fantastic. So I highly recommend you checking it out. Yeah, The Curse of LLarona. Check it out. It is utterly fantastic. And I know there's a lot of, like, when this movie came out, a lot of other LLarona films came out of the B-movie vein in tribute, obviously, to this film. So, yeah, I haven't checked out any of those other films, but, yeah, this film was utterly fantastic. I really enjoyed it, and you should check it out, too. And check out all the other BodyBags reviewers. They all do an awesome job, bring a lot of love and compassion to the table for their movies, just like you do. And again, check out those late night horror movies. Read up on your latest Fright Mags, but don't forget to tune in to another episode of BodyBags where more fun and excitement is to come. And check out The Curse of LLarona. Oh yeah, you won't go wrong with this one. And if you see her around, hide your two kids. Oh yeah. Later, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.